So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the NFL franchise tag deadline. Well, we're gonna talk about the fifth quarterback. The fifth quarterback of this episode, Lamar Jackson. All right. You want to talk? You want to talk about him first?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna get to Lamar. Lamar. Oh boy, it's a very, very tough situation right here. I can see where Lamar is coming from, wanting a Deshaun Watson contract. He does have the MVP. He's been with the organization that drafted him. He's embodied the city of Baltimore. He's been a class act on and off the field. I'm not saying Deshaun wasn't, but, you know, I can see where Lamar is coming from for wanting that contract. And quite frankly, whatever the Browns did is none of Lamar's business. I mean, what the Browns did, I mean, that's their problem. That's none of Lamar's business. I'm pretty sure Lamar thinks about it that way. He just sees a contract that's on the board. He sees that contract that a guy at his similar age, similar skill sets, like Lamar definitely does deserve what he's asking for. And now, the thing is, I'm not sure if he's going to get it from whether it's Baltimore or whether from it's another team. Because after it was announced that Lamar Jackson was getting a non-exclusive franchise tag, and he's actually allowed to negotiate with whatever team he wants to, all of a sudden teams are out on him. Like Atlanta, I know I just hyped up Desmond Ridder a bit earlier, but you're telling me if Atlanta had a shot to get Lamar Jackson, they wouldn't do it? I think that's cap. I think that's a whole lot of BS. Miami, Tua's all right, but I'd say he's got the concussion issues too. What if he ends up getting a concussion in like week 3? What do you do with him now? You're telling me you wouldn't want Lamar Jackson? I don't know what I'm missing out on here, but it does seem like the league is trying to like avoid the Deshaun Watson contract from becoming a reoccurring thing. I think all the owners collectively understand that was a horrible contract that the Browns gave him. I mean, the Browns are going to do the Browns, right? You got to do whatever you can to secure a guy like Deshaun. But I feel like the rest of the league now is trying to clean up for the mistakes. I feel like they're looking out for like teams like Atlanta. I feel like they very easily could give him the same contract as Deshaun if they wanted to. But I feel like, I tell you, the league isn't trying to let this Deshaun Watson thing become a reoccurring trend. I do feel like, I don't know, I just don't think Lamar Jackson's going to get that contract that he's looking for. Deshaun Watson, I feel like he's going to be the only one that stands out with that contract. When it comes down to like Burrow and Burrow, Herbert, I think they'll end up getting similar contracts to guys like Mahomes, Allen, the traditional contracts. But I'd say I think Lamar is just going to be used as an example for the rest of the QBs that are to come after him.
Yeah, I don't think Lamar's gonna get that deal that he wants either. I think he's gonna have to settle. He's probably gonna have to settle for what the Ravens' best offer is because what it said, the Falcons, Commanders, and the Panthers, they're just not interested in him because they don't want to give him $300 million in guaranteed money. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much money for the other teams to guarantee. Yeah, the only quarterback that would probably get that much guaranteed money now is probably Mahomes, because Mahomes is the only person. But he already got his contract. That's the only person that would probably get that much money guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think. I think the Ravens also don't want to give him this money too because of the last 2 years he's missed some games where he's been sick. Last 2 years, and he's also missed games where he's been injured. Like this year, he didn't play.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm surprised that the Falcons, Commanders, and Panthers we're not interested in getting better. We're fine with being mediocre. Especially the Commanders. The Commanders have fucking Taylor Heineke. Are you kidding
That's
me?
what I was thinking too. I didn't even hear about the Commanders. I had forgotten about the Commanders, but then you bring that up. They got Taylor Heineke and Sam Howell. You're telling me you wouldn't want Lamar? That's cap, bro. That's a whole lot of cap.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I guess the Falcons are comfortable with Desmond Ridder too. I guess Panthers don't even have a fucking quarterback, and they're like, oh yeah, we're not interested. The only team, it said that the only team that said that the Raiders still have some interest in him, but I really don't see him going to the Raiders. The only team that can really offer him a deal where the Ravens can't match is the Falcons, because the Falcons have enough cap space where they can make Lamar's cap hit for this year. They can make it like $60 million, and the Ravens don't have $60 million to match. So they couldn't. That's the only way.
Shoot. So
that's the only way.
If Falcons, they wanted to give up the 2 first, they really could get it done.
Yeah, because the Ravens it would literally be impossible for the Ravens to. They have $30 million in cap space, so it would be impossible for the Ravens to match. So, but the Falcons apparently aren't interested. So, guess not. So I guess Lamar will probably wind up staying in Baltimore still. It probably won't be for that big contract. I think they're also giving Lamar a hard time because his mom represents him too. I think if he had an agent, I think his contract probably would have gotten done a long time ago. But
that's
really
facts too.
Yeah, the NFL really doesn't like players who have who represent themselves or like their mom or dad represent them either. They don't really like that.
That's facts.
They like having agents. That's probably another reason why Lamar hasn't gotten his contract. The biggest reason though is is that he wants that guaranteed money because of the Browns. The Browns, yeah, it's because of the Browns. Yeah, the Browns did something stupid again.
Trying to screw up the league.
Yeah. I remember I heard about this too last year. There's like a report last year too that a lot of teams are mad about the Browns doing that. That was like
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
They broke the owner code.
He's probably gonna have to wind up settling for that. I'm pretty sure he declined like a $250 million deal. He's probably just gonna take that. Because I know he wants more guaranteed money than Watson, but I don't think that's gonna happen. To be honest,
it's probably nothing against Lamar too. It's just, I'd say he's a guy who's getting used as an example. He was the next guy in line. I feel like if it was like you didn't see Kyler going out asking for his whole contract guaranteed, so he was able to get his contract done. Daniel Jones didn't ask for the whole fully guaranteed contract, so he ended up getting his deal done. I'd say I feel like whoever it was next in line, if Herbert would have asked for this deal, I don't think LA would have got it done. They would have been having problems with him too. I'd say it's just that Lamar is the unfortunate person in this situation. He couldn't get his extension done earlier, and now he's next in line, and now he has to get used as an example. Because that Browns thing, I don't think it's getting repeated. Like he said, Patrick Mahomes is probably the only one that's getting that type of deal from anybody.
Yeah,
and he got $500 million already.
Yeah, the Patrick Mahomes is the only quarterback that's gonna probably get a contract like that. Like maybe I don't even think he's gonna get a second contract but maybe if he's still that good when his contract ends.
Well, he's gonna be like 35 by the time it ends, though.
Yeah,
he's not gonna even be that old. He's gonna be. He's gonna be old. But
yeah, I can see them giving him a second contract, like maybe when it's like year 7. If it's year 7 or year 8, just to like spread out the cap because the cap hit's probably gonna be high. So I can probably see him getting a second contract for that. But yeah, Mahomes is probably the only one that's gonna break the bank again. Yeah, because I don't think Burrow's gonna. Well, Burrow and all them are gonna get paid, but I don't think they're gonna get fully guaranteed contracts again. Like Hurts, I don't think he's gonna get a fully guaranteed contract. He's gonna get like over $50 million per year, but he's not gonna get fully guaranteed.
Yeah, for sure. And you can see from the Ravens' perspective too, like you said, Lamar missed games because he got sick. He got sick twice last year, which is tough.
Yeah.
And then this past season, like you said, he ended up getting injured. And then that injury ended up taking a lot longer than it needed to, and he ended up missing out on the rest of the year. He ended up missing out on the playoffs. They really had a legit shot to beat the Bengals if Lamar Jackson had played. They had a shot with Tyler Huntley. With Tyler Huntley in the game, they were able to keep that game competitive. If they had Lamar Jackson, they had a legitimate shot to end up winning that. So I'd say if you're the Ravens, I could see why you wouldn't want to guarantee all that type of money to a guy. Like you said, he's missed games. And with his play style, it's a good possibility that he could end up getting injured again. With how much he likes to scramble, how much they like to use his legs in the offense. And like, you can't just go out and fully guarantee all that money to a QB, and then now you don't have any space to construct the rest of your roster.
Yeah, it's a tough situation for Lamar because he's probably got to settle for less money than he wanted. Because that's the only way he's probably going to get a contract because nobody else is going to give him the money he wants. The Ravens are probably the team that's probably going to give him the most amount of money possible that he's probably going to get.
Unless he just plays on the franchise tag, 1 year deal, prove himself. If he could go out and win a Super Bowl this year or put up another MVP season, then he could bump up his chances again. But that's on him, though. I mean, he might want to take his chances with that, honestly, because the franchise tag, he gets all his money up front, doesn't he?
Well, he only gets paid $32 million if he plays on the franchise tag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'd say just take this 1 year on the franchise tag. If you really want that guaranteed money, that's probably the move for him. You're probably gonna have to go out on a franchise tag this year and either A, win a Super Bowl, or B, put up another MVP season. Then I feel like it would be damn near impossible for the Ravens to not bend over and give him exactly what he wants.
Yeah, that's probably the situation. That's the only situation he's probably gonna get the money he wants. Yeah.